Meghan Markle is freaking out because leaked pages from Jessica Mulroney's book are already out, and the details are brutal with proof, like texts and calls that could wreck her image. Insiders say she went into panic mode, calling lawyers and crisis managers because this is not gossip, it's receipts. And the worst part is it comes from her closest friend, the one who knew all her secrets, and now the whole world is about to see them. Jessica was not just watching Meghan from far, she was deep in the royal mess, helping plan the huge wedding, knowing every fight, every tear, every secret thought about the royals. She was the late-night call, the video chat, the shoulder to cry on when tabloids attacked and palace leaks came out, and now all of that is about to go public. The danger is she was not only listening, she was giving advice too on press drama and even the exit plan. If she really has proof, this could destroy the story Meghan built, because Jessica knew the family kids' holidays, vacations, and all the private moments that no royal reporter could ever touch. And insiders say her book may spill exact talks where Meghan ranted about royals and plotted her escape. Meghan thought her private rants with Jessica would stay secret forever, but now that trust is about to blow up in the worst way, because word is Jessica has real proof about the Netflix mega deal that was sold as their big comeback. After the royal exit, insiders say Jessica saw the behind-the-scenes talks worth over $100 million, and she may even have texts and emails showing Meghan plotting how to squeeze the most money out of royal drama and how to time shocking reveals for profit. And the wildest part is whispers say Meghan was already laying the Netflix groundwork while still a working royal, which would totally crush her public image of just wanting peace and privacy. This is where it gets really wild, because word is Jessica has proof that flips the whole Netflix and Spare story upside down. She allegedly has screenshots, emails, and notes showing that Meghan and Harry were not desperate victims forced into deals, but actually mapping out projects, money, and drama way before the royal exit. Insiders whisper that certain family feuds were stretched out on purpose to make juicy Netflix content, and if Jessica really drops those receipts, it will wreck Meghan's carefully built image. But the biggest bomb is that Jessica's book claims Meghan wasn't just cheering Harry on. With Spare, she was the puppet master, pulling the strings, shaping the chapters, and planning the book as a weapon against the royals, which if proven would blow apart every single thing Meghan has said about moving on and wanting peace. Okay, so picture this: the world thought Harry's book was all about his own voice, his his truth, but now whispers say Jessica is about to flip that whole idea upside down with receipts that Meghan was the one whispering in his ear, telling him who to expose, what stories to dramatize, and how to twist moments for the most headlines. Some even say she was basically ghostwriting sections through her influence, holding late-night coaching sessions, and pushing him to go harder at the royals. And the scariest part, insiders claim Jessica has proof, maybe texts or recordings, where Meghan flat out admits the book was a revenge tool aimed at certain family members, even planning it long before Harry ever said he was writing anything. And if she really has evidence that Meghan used Harry's deepest wounds, like his grief over Princess Diana, to fuel their narrative, then this goes beyond scandal. It paints Harry as a puppet and Meghan as the mastermind pulling strings for her own agenda, which experts warn could not only crush their public image, but might even shatter their marriage. And just when you think it cannot get worse, there are whispers of a revenge list that will take this drama to a whole other level. Okay, so get ready, because this part is wild. People are saying Jessica might have proof of a straight-up revenge list that Meghan kept, where she named the royals she wanted to bring down one by one. And this was not just random gossip or late-night rants, it was like an actual plan with text messages and even recordings, where she supposedly talked about how to embarrass them, how to leak stories, and how to ruin their reputations. Long-term insiders whisper these were full-blown strategy sessions where Meghan laid out how interviews, documentaries, and carefully timed bombshells could be used as weapons against her enemies. And if Jessica really drops these receipts, then the whole victim image Meghan built would just collapse like a house of cards. And here is the dark twist. Rumors say the memoir even claims Meghan staged moments, recorded private talks, and even stirred up fights just so she could later use them as content, which, if true, would be a complete game changer in how the world sees her. Okay, so picture this: if these whispers are true, then Jessica is about to show Meghan like someone keeping secret files on every royal moment, writing down every insult or awkward look, and saving it all like ammo to fire later. And insiders say these recordings catch her sounding furious, cold, and totally focused on revenge, which is nothing like the calm Duchess act the world usually sees. Experts think if even part of this comes out, then Meghan's whole image could shatter, because instead of a brave woman fighting an old system, she'd look like a mastermind using her royal role to settle scores. And now here comes the part that might finish her once and for all: the racism scandal that broke internet, the one that ended her friendship with Jessica. Insiders say the memoir flips that story upside down, and it could destroy everything Meghan built. Remember back in 2020 when Jessica got dragged online after clashing with Sasha Exeter and everyone said it was white privilege, Meghan stayed totally quiet, and that silence basically ended their friendship. But according to the leaks, Jessica's side of the story is nothing like the version the public believes. And if she really lays it all out, Meghan could be facing her biggest backlash yet. So here is where it gets really messy, because everyone thought Meghan dropped Jessica to take a stand against racism, but insiders say the book will show it was all calculated and that behind the scenes Jessica was sending messages begging Meghan to defend her, sharing her side, crying for support from the friend she once helped so much. And instead of helping her, Meghan allegedly decided protecting her own brand was more important and just cut her off without a second thought. And now reports claim Jessica believes she was set up, that the scandal was actually convenient for Meghan since Jessica knew too many secrets and was becoming a risk to her shiny new image. And the worst part is the leaks say there are actual texts and emails proving Meghan knew Jessica wasn't guilty, but still let her get destroyed in public while she stayed silent. And that kind of betrayal would not only wreck Meghan's reputation, but also make people question everything about her. So if these receipts are real, the fallout could be beyond brutal. The craziest part is that all this deleting only made people more suspicious, because instead of calming the storm, it actualed the gossip even more, with fans pointing out how fast those posts vanished, like she was trying to erase an entire chapter of her life overnight. And now everyone is saying if she really had nothing to hide, why would she be scrubbing the internet so hard? This is exactly why the leaked memoir feels so dangerous, because it is not just words, it is alleged backed up proof, and the purge makes it look like Meghan knows what is coming and is terrified of how bad it could get. And at this point, the buzz in royal circles is that this could be the biggest betrayal scandal yet. Not just about broken friendship, but about calculated moves, cold decisions, and a duchess who may have finally run out of ways to control the story. And this is where the storm really hits, because insiders say Jessica's book is not just random gossip. It is filled, detailed stories, dates, receipts, and even private conversations that could rip Meghan's carefully built image to pieces. And the panic move of wiping Jessica out of her past only makes the whole thing look even more suspicious, because the internet already saved everything. And fans are digging up old interviews where Meghan called Jessica her ride or die her sister, her everything. And now those words come back to haunt her, because trying to erase the past only proves she is terrified of what the future holds. And royal experts are buzzing that if the leaked pages are even half true, this memoir will not just expose secrets, it will completely rewrite the story Meghan has been selling all these years. And this is exactly why people say Meghan is freaking out, because if Jessica really has proof that some of the biggest Sussex scandals were exaggerated or even staged, then the whole victim narrative falls apart. And imagine the damage if the book really shows Meghan plotting her romance with Harry as a brand move, not just a love story that would flip everything upside down. Insiders whisper that the pages describe her as a master manipulator who knew exactly how to play the long game, pitting friends against each other, cutting people off once they outlived their usefulness, and always keeping receipts for control. And if Jessica backs this up with texts, emails, or recordings, then Meghan has no way to spin it. Experts say this could be rear-ending, because it would expose her as cold, calculated, and willing to twist the truth to build her empire. And the scary part is we are only hearing about the leaks now. The full book hasn't even dropped yet, which means the worst may still be waiting to hit. And that is what makes this betrayal hit even harder, because royal experts say Jessica is not just telling her story, she is timing it like a sniper, waiting for the moment when Meghan looked stable again before dropping a bomb that could wipe it all out. Insiders whisper that the book goes beyond gossip and digs into her ties with celebs, charities, scandals, and even the private feelings she hid from the public, which means nothing about her image is safe anymore. The cruel twist is that Jessica frames it all as her truth mixed with the pain of being tossed aside by someone she once called family. And that raw emotion is what will make readers believe every word. And then there is the money, because with a 7-figure deal on the table and publishers hungry for royal drama, Jessica has every reason to unleash it all. And Meghan knows this is not just one story. This is 300+ pages of receipts, revenge, and heartbreak rolled into one. And the scariest part for her is that Jessica allegedly knows every weak spot, every hidden skeleton, and she is finally ready to drag them into the light. And the drama just keeps getting bigger, because royal experts are buzzing that this move is not only bold, but downright brutal, since the timing feels like a dagger straight to the heart. Right when Meghan thought she was steady again, building her empire, signing new deals, showing off her humanitarian glow, Jessica quietly waited in the shadows, stacking up every memory, every secret, every slight. Now she is ready to let it all out. And the chilling part is she learned the art of timing from Meghan herself, the way to spin a story, the way to drop a bomb at the exact moment it will explode the the loudest. And now she is turning that tire strategy back on her former best friend. Insiders swear that before this betrayal, Jessica tried to reach out many times, sending messages hoping for closure, begging for recognition of their friendship, but every effort was met with silence. Meghan throws her out like she never even existed, and that rejection was the final push that turned pain into revenge. So when the 7-figure book deal landed, it was more than money, it was proof. Her side of the story was powerful enough to rock. Royals and insiders whisper this memoir could even outsell Prince Harry's book, because Jessica has no loyalty left to protect, no reason to hold back. And what makes it sting even harder is that Meghan is being hit with her own playbook, her own tricks flipped against her, and experts are saying this could go down as one of the most savage betrayals in royal history, because it is not just a scandal, it is payback sharpened to perfection and delivered ice cold. The student has become the master, and now Meghan is about to taste what it feels like when the spotlight burns instead of shines, because the countdown to this book release is like a ticking time bomb, and experts are whispering that it could be the single most devastating moment of her public life behind the veil. My story of Meghan is not just another gossip drop, it is being called a career and earthquake, and the fear around Meghan right now is said to be overwhelming. People close to her say she is frozen in panic because she knows once this hits shelves, the fallout could crush everything. She has built her brand, her deals, her partnerships. All of it insiders predict the second this book lands, the media firestorm will be massive, even bigger than the Oprah interview. But this time there is no safety net, because Jessica reportedly has proof receipts, screenshots, memories, and evidence that make denial useless. The image of Meghan as the eternal victim and lawless humanitarian could shatter in a single day, replaced with whispers of manipulation, betrayal, and cold calculation. And royal watchers say once that curtain is ripped down, there may be no way for her to ever pull it back up. The money side of this whole storm is what has people gasping, because insiders are already whispering that big brands and partners are quietly making backup plans in case the claims in Jessica's book blow up and make Meghan too risky to work with, which could mean deals gone, projects scrapped, partnerships fading away, and the Sussex brand already wobbling might not survive at all. And the scariest part for Meghan is that even if she tries to fight back, the publishers are said to be fully prepared with proof and receipts to block every move. So if she files lawsuits, they flash documents. If she denies, they flash evidence. If she spins PR campaigns, it just makes the book bigger and louder. And royal watchers say this nightmare could even seep into her marriage, because the book reportedly paints her as pulling Harry's strings, and if he reads that with detailed stories and supposed proof, cracks could show in their solid front. And the most chilling part is this could spark others to break their silence. Old friends, ex-staff, people who stayed quiet until now might step forward. And once that avalanche starts, there's no way to hold it back. And now, as the release date creeps closer, sources say Meghan is scrambling with lawyers, crisis experts, and PR teams, but whispers say nothing. We'll stop this bombshell because Jessica knows too much, and she's ready to spill it all. So now the countdown is on, and the only question left is, will this book wipe out Meghan's carefully built image, or will she somehow survive the biggest scandal yet?